The anti-aging cosmetic procedures that I have done for anti-aging. I thought this would be a fun video, sort of just to get to know me. A viewer suggested that I make this video just so that you can get to know more about me and the things that I've done for and through my anti-aging journey, if you will. Good comments and positive and supportive comments on this channel, but I also get some criticisms that I don't need to be doing or implementing these anti-aging procedures or interventions, or I don't even need to be thinking about it at this point. But I'm a firm believer in prevention is key, and doing things conservatively, small things at a time that have evidence behind them, evidence-based procedures or interventions or topical treatments or nutritional interventions that will help with anti-aging, which I really mean, when I say anti-aging, I really mean things that are going to protect and preserve what you have for as long as possible, optimizing your health and wellness for longevity, for the long run, while also preserving the things, the visible aspects of the body. Just because there is a correlation, and studies have suggested that there is a correlation between looking younger, feeling younger, and having a healthier, longer, more higher quality life in the long term. So I do believe that in some respect, how we perceive ourselves has a positive influence on how we feel, which then has a positive influence on our health overall. Not only just the biological aspects of health that respond to those feelings, but also just our actions that we take that are fueled by those positive emotions. But anyway, that's sort of a long-winded way of saying that I have done some anti-aging cosmetic procedures and interventions, and I just wanted to reveal all in this video because I thought it would be a fun sort of, again, get to know me type of video. So I just want to preface this video by saying that this is a judgment-free zone. This is a judgment-free video. I want everyone to be, very mindful of what they say in the comments, because everyone has different opinions on anti-aging and procedures and things like that. It's up to personal preference and opinion, and I just want everyone to know that everyone has to make the decisions that are going to help support their own well-being and their own life. So I just want everyone to know that everyone's on a different journey, everyone's choosing different things. And that sort of leads me into the first aspect of this video. I want to just cover the things that I have not done, and one of the things that I have not done is Botox. I have not done any Botox, Dysport, any injectable botulinum toxin for any reason. I have not done that for any like freezing the face or the forehead or anything like that. I haven't injected botulinum toxin anywhere. That being said, I don't have anything against Botox or Dysport or whatever brand that anyone uses. I don't have anything against it. I think that it definitely, a lot of people like it. I know people who use Botox, who use Dysport for the forehead, for, around the eyes, for all those things. And I have no judgment and I don't have anything against it, but I have not used it personally. There is a theory that when you use Botox, even if you don't have any lines then, there's a theory that when you use it and you freeze the muscles from moving, you can thus prevent dynamic wrinkles or lines. And dynamic lines or wrinkles are the lines that appear when you move any aspect of your face or any muscle in your face. And there's a theory that when you freeze that, you prevent that movement, and thus you prevent or delay the appearance of those lines and those wrinkles. So there is sort of a theory that Botox is an anti-aging treatment in that regard. And I think that for the most part, people just use it to smooth out the skin in the forehead and relax that so that it's smooth. And it's also very shiny, it seems like, after the injection. That's what I've perceived from other people. But again, a lot of people who I know get it and get it regularly, love it. And I have nothing against it. I just personally have not done Botox, Dysport, botulinum toxin for any reason. Filler, like hyaluronic acid filler or any type of filler, I have not done any sort of filler anywhere. Again, this is sort of up to personal preference, but I know that there are some people who watch my videos and other people I know who do get filler in certain parts of their face just to plump it out. The anti-aging aspect of filler is that it plumps up the skin. I have nothing against filler. Obviously, we do see these celebrities who have sort of botched filler operations or injections, and they have just like swelling of the face and it looks completely unnatural. So there is an aspect of filler where it can look very unnatural, and it does the opposite of what you intended intend to do. So I think that when it comes to like filler or any sort of intervention, it really comes down to a skilled operator or interventionalist, plastic surgeon, dermatologist, whomever who is doing that procedure or that intervention to really be conservative and to use the proper amount so it looks natural. And I think that's sort of one of my trepidations toward filler and Botox is that, you know, I want someone, if I were to do it, which I haven't done it and I have no plans or motivation to do Botox or filler, if I were to do that, I would seek out a very highly trained physician who is, you know, has a really good reputation and who I can see their past work and know that they are going to do something that is very, very natural and something that is going to work with my facial anatomy. Every facial anatomy is different, so you really need a skilled operator, hopefully a physician who is going to do those interventions. But filler can be a fantastic way to just smooth out and plump the skin as well. Now, moving on to the things that I have done, the anti-aging and cosmetic procedures that I have done, one of them is laser hair removal. So the reason why I'm saying this is an anti-aging procedure is because even though laser hair removal it's a laser that has a certain wavelength that only targets the hair follicle and targets the melanin in the hair follicle to sort of destroy it and prevent it from growing any further. There are some studies suggesting that that laser, even though it doesn't damage the surrounding tissue or the skin, may have anti-aging effects for the skin. I can't even count how many sessions of laser hair removal I've had on my face and my neck. I've had laser hair removal, I can't even tell you how many times. It took me a long time to find a place that really worked for me. The place that worked for me, that's actually a chain throughout the country, is Laser Away. I highly recommend Laser Away. They also do filler and Botox, I think, with like trained nurses. The other place is a dermatologist office here close by me. A dermatologist is also a great place to do laser hair removal and any sort of anti-aging interventions because you can have a physician overseeing that, hopefully, or trained nurses overseeing those interventions who know how to do the operations or the procedures appropriately, and safely, and effectively. But with laser hair removal, the reason why I did that was because I personally don't appreciate facial hair or any sort of like body. I honestly, to begin with, I didn't really have a lot of hair anywhere other than like my head and my eyebrows. My facial hair, my body hair just isn't, it's very minimal to begin with, but it is very dark and my skin is very light. So even if I shaved, you could still see where the facial hair was. And that's just something that, you know, once I started developing facial hair, the moment I started developing facial hair, I knew it wasn't for me and I just wasn't going to like it. And I don't think it would really look good on me. You know, I don't think I would really like facial hair, and not having to shave or having to do any of that is also really nice, and just having like smooth skin where that hair is supposed to be, like not having that stubble, having to deal with that stubble is also really nice. But I do hope that, you know, those repeated sessions, I've had several dozen sessions of laser hair removal on my face and my neck. I do believe, or at least I hope, that all of those laser sessions had some sort of anti-aging effect on improving collagen and elastin in my skin, and maybe even reducing sun damage. There's not a lot of studies on its laser hair removal's ability to reduce sun damage, but there is some studies suggesting that the laser used for laser hair removal at certain wavelengths may be associated with anti-aging effects. So I have had laser hair removal on my face, on my neck. Yeah, I really, really highly recommend laser hair removal if that's something that you are looking into. I think it is very, very effective. I think it's very safe. Typically, you know, you definitely have to choose the right location. That's why I really love Laser Away. This isn't sponsored by Laser Away. I just really, really like that chain. The next thing that I have done is IPL, or intense pulsed light. So IPL is it's like a laser treatment too, but it uses the smallest amount of intense light that is pulsed at a certain range or frequency. And that light, it kind of feels really hot when it hits the skin. It's like a concentrated form of heated light that is used to treat redness for rosacea, blood vessels, I think dark spots as well from sun damage. It can reverse some signs of sun damage and freckles to a certain degree. I had one IPL session at a dermatology office, the same dermatologist office that I go to for my laser hair removal at the moment before I'm gonna go back to Laser Away because I love that so much. And there's one opening up near me, so I'm very happy about that. But I have done one session of IPL for both rosacea as well as anti-aging effects. So I got 3 sessions of IPL, but I didn't wind up using the 2 sessions. I just replaced it with laser hair removal. But I initially did IPL to just reduce redness on the skin, because it's very helpful for targeting the reds in the skin and reducing that redness and eliminating it with consistent use. I think you're supposed to do like 3 to 4 sessions for moderate rosacea, and that was my plan. But then I decided that I wanted to just switch to more gentle skincare techniques and using azelaic acid, like over-the-counter azelaic acid, maybe even bumping that up to a prescription grade azelaic acid with tretinoin. I know rosacea is not great for tretinoin, but tretinoin is definitely an anti-aging powerhouse when it comes to topical ingredients, prescription grade topical ingredients. But with IPL, I did this again for rosacea, but I was also hoping for those anti-aging effects, because there are several studies suggesting that IPL has anti-aging effects, photo-aging reversal effects that can help to reverse signs of photo damage and photo aging associated with the sun and UV. So that's one reason why I did that. That's actually, I think it was like 50-50 rosacea and anti-aging, having those anti-aging and smoothing effects. And I noticed that with IPL, my skin maybe like a week after or a couple of days after looked very plump. Maybe that was the inflammation, I don't know, but it looked plumper, it looked smoother, it looked brighter. It looked actually pretty good, almost like I had a Photoshop airbrush technique going on my skin, or like a filter on my skin. That's sort of how the nurse suggested it was going to look. The results weren't long lasting. I think you're supposed to have, again, 3 sessions or 3 to 4 sessions, and then have maintenance sessions, like 1 to 2 a year, to just maintain the reduced redness. Again, I'm going to be focusing more so on skincare, topical skincare for that redness, as well as for my anti-aging effects. I do believe it has some effects based on the research that I've read, on improving collagen density and elastin fibers in the skin, which has demonstrable anti-aging effects for the skin. I do like IPL from that angle, but I just decided not to stick with it. Again, I wanted to just focus on more gentle techniques. It hurts more than laser hair removal, I do have to say, because it's very sharp and very tight and very quick on the skin, so it is somewhat painful. I didn't flinch as much as the nurse thought I would. I guess because with all the years of laser hair removal on my face and my neck, I've just gotten used to the feeling, and I don't really feel it as much. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I just have a higher pain tolerance than a lot of people. Definitely a lot of guys. I feel like a lot of guys have a lower pain tolerance when it comes to things like laser hair removal, especially on the face. I can endure the IPL okay. I think it's like when you get to the nose, that's where it really hurts, and it is a little painful on the face and the neck, I do have to say. So it's not like the most pleasant experience, but you do get some benefits in the long run. I do know that on the internet, people think that IPL may like cook collagen because of the heat, and it may destroy collagen, but the studies don't suggest that. It suggests that the IPL, the concentrated form of light and heat, can actually help to upregulate collagen expression and increase those anti-aging effects. The next intervention that I still do on a fairly routine basis is red light therapy. And red light therapy is, just as it suggests, it's a type of intervention where you have red LED light emitting diodes your skin being exposed to that red light and increasing collagen expression. And it does this through photobiomodulation. I talked a little bit about red light therapy. I have some videos on my channel about red light therapy, my experiences with red light therapy on my skin and for hair growth, so check those out if you're interested. But basically, photobiomodulation helps to just repair the skin. It upregulates a little bit, to a certain extent, reactive oxygen species, but in that sequence, because of the upregulation of that reactive oxygen species, the skin also then consequently upregulates defense mechanisms, antioxidants, things like that, to help to fight that oxidation, that reactive oxygen species, and increase those anti-aging effects. And there are studies showing modest improvements with regular red light therapy on the skin, just using like an at-home device, or even going to a dermatology office and using a commercial high-quality device that will actually provide significant, more considerable benefits than at-home devices. There are studies suggesting that red light therapy may help to increase collagen expression, increase collagen in the skin, and smooth out the skin, smooth out fine lines, reduce wrinkles, reduce photo-aging scores, and help to just increase the overall firmness and elasticity of the skin and really improve that collagen. And I do think that red light therapy does have anti-aging effects based upon the research. I haven't really noticed much because I just use it for prevention, and I use red light therapy on a rotating basis, like 2 to 3 times a week for about 10 to 15 minutes at a time on my skin. Again, if you look at my past video, my recent video of my anti-aging morning ritual revealed, you'll see me and how I use the red light therapy mask that I have at home. I use it, like, again, 2 to 3 times a week in the morning during like my meditation while I'm drinking coffee or tea. And I do think it has, you know, significant anti-aging benefits, but because it's an at-home device, it provides very modest benefits. And I think the red light therapy really just gives you not only a prevention effect, but also a long-term anti-aging effect where the benefits may not be seen immediately unless you're going into an office getting a commercial grade red light therapy, being subjected, your skin being subjected to that commercial grade, high quality at specific ranges. I think that's where you're going to get the most noticeable benefits. But again, with the at-home devices, I think you're going to get modest benefits over time. And it's going to be a long-term haul or a long-term reward that when you do it consistently. So I think that, you know, it's something that I'm going to keep up, and it's something that I'm going to keep doing in addition to all of my other interventions like sunscreen and my topical applications of active ingredients. Something else that I've done is the hydrofacial, and the hydrofacial isn't necessarily anti-aging other than the fact that it helps to really boost up the hydration of the skin, which has anti-aging effects by just plumping up the skin and making it just look more hydrated, which is, you know, goes a long way in anti-aging and just more youthful, vibrant looking skin. Hydration is really, really important, both internally as well as topically, you know, on your skin using moisturizers. And hydrofacials can be very beneficial for a lot of people. I have really sensitive skin, and I probably won't do it ever again because the hydrofacial person, the facialist who did it, I guess didn't realize. I told her that I had really sensitive skin, that I needed to be gentle, but I guess she didn't believe me because I think everybody says, you know, they have sensitive skin, and I think that is true to a certain extent, but my skin is very, 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 very sensitive. I have decided that I will never do facials ever again. I will never allow anyone to touch my skin with a facial, just because I didn't have a very positive effect or experience. And I have documented my experience on this channel a couple of years ago if you want to watch that video, but it just wasn't a very great experience. The after effects, immediately after, my skin looked airbrushed, it looked plump, it looked smooth, it looked so good. And then those benefits immediately just, you know, dissipated. I think facials have a very short shelf life in respect to their effects. I think that facials can be very beneficial, you know, right before you do like an event or you have some sort of party or like social event that you're going to. I think facials can be great for that, but I think for just like long-term benefit, it might be beneficial. I know Paris Hilton gets oxygen facials like 2 to 3 times a week, so maybe that helps to increase collagen production, I don't know. But I think that before I ever get a facial, I know I said I would never get a facial again, but before I ever get a facial, I will have to really do my research and know who's doing it. I know that my dermatologist office does it, so I could definitely, you know, probably trust them, but I have no motivation to do another facial. I think that they can be, again, very beneficial for hydration and such, but it's just, again, not my cup of tea. Probably will never do hydrofacial again. Let me know down below your experience with facials with respect to anti-aging or just like cosmetics or overall. I would love to hear your experience. And the last thing that I do, the last anti-aging cosmetic thing that I do or have done and I'm getting back into is Tretinoin. And I know that's not sort of like a procedure or intervention, but it is a pharmaceutical. Tretinoin is a prescription grade retinoid that helps to speed up cell turnover, so it helps to just exfoliate the skin and reveal more just brighter, more youthful looking, smoother skin. And it helps to increase glycosaminoglycans, which support collagen and elastin. It helps to also increase collagen and inhibit MMPs, which are matrix metalloproteinases. These are enzymes in the skin that are induced by the sun that degrade collagen. So not only does it inhibit that degradation of collagen, it also helps to increase collagen in the skin. Collagen synthesis in the skin helps to firm the skin and improve the overall tonicity of the skin. So it's a fantastic anti-aging prescription. Again, I have mild rosacea, so I have to be very careful with Tretinoin. I was previously using Tretinoin and I was probably using too much because I couldn't like spread it all around. I think when I'm getting another prescription, and so whenever I do it again, I'm going to just use that pea-sized amount, and then just like pat it on my skin, so I don't have to like use a lot to spread on my skin, if that makes sense. So I can avoid any sort of redness or burning or peeling. I didn't have any peeling, but I was using it specifically not for acne or anything, just for brightening the skin, overall skin tone, as well as for those anti-aging effects for building collagen and elastin. And I haven't, when I was using it previously, I used up the bottle, so I need to do it more consistently. I'm going to start with just doing it once per week and to just gradually work up from there, maybe to like 3 times per week, potentially 2 to 3 times per week, and just maintain that dose. But again, that's something that many people I know have appreciated benefits from tretinoin. Again, a prescription grade retinoid. Most of the research on retinols or retinoids in the literature that is focused on anti-aging is mainly focused on tretinoin, because it is a prescription, and that's where a lot of the research has been focused, versus the like over-the-counter cosmeceutical retinols. I do know the Skin Medica retinol has demonstrated potential equivalent efficacy with tretinoin, but I think that it's also a higher price with respect to, when compared to tretinoin. You can get tretinoin a lot cheaper, like a generic grade tretinoin, than you can just buying the over-the-counter Skin Medica retinol. But again, I think that's also a good option if that's something that you would want to look into, because I think the over-the-counter retinols, they tend to be at a lower concentration. They have to perform an extra step in the skin in order to do its work, but they can be beneficial and effective. They're also less irritating to the skin. So there's a balance. You have to balance the tolerability with the efficacy sometimes. That's why I'm doing like a 0.025%, like a lower dose tretinoin, and I am applying onto moisturized skin that's dried down completely, then doing the sandwich method basically to help reduce that irritation. I'm not necessarily sure if that's going to impair the efficacy, but I do know it increases significantly the tolerability and reduces those side effects. But there you have it. Those are my anti-aging cosmetic procedures that I've done, those anti-aging cosmetic procedures that I've done. The reason why I do anti-aging is because, it's there to promote healthy, youthful skin. And that's sort of why I think anti-aging is sort of the wrong word to use, but I think it's definitely the most recognized, and that's why I use it. But those are the procedures that I've done, the interventions that I've done. If there are any interventions that you've done that you love, that work for you, let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear more about those. I'd love to learn more about those. I'm sure other people would like to learn more about those as well. If you like this video, please hit that like button down below. It really helps out my channel a lot, and I really appreciate it. And if you want future anti-aging videos like this, anti-aging skincare videos, or just anti-aging videos in general, hit that subscribe button down below. I'd love to share this space with you. I have more videos coming out every single day, so I hope you look forward to those, and I look forward to pushing those out to you so that we can all learn together in this anti-aging skincare community. And until next time, I hope you have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye.